Hey, what's up everyone? We are at Harriman State Park in New York. I'm about to do the Elk Pen to West Mountain Loop. It is roughly a little over 30 miles. I'm gonna do 3 days, 2 nights, and the weather is supposed to be great, so I'm looking forward to it. I've never been here before, so it's gonna be cool checking out some new trails. We are on the trail. I'm gonna do about 10 miles today, then probably 12 or 13 tomorrow, and then on Thursday, head back to the car, probably another 10 miles. The beginning section of this hike is the Appalachian Trail, but just for a few minutes. I'm not going to be on it long. That's the Appalachian Trail. We're going to go this way today. But the weather's supposed to be really nice in the next couple of days. I'm looking forward to checking this place out. The trails are really nice so far. Beautiful. Making our way up. You might be saying that a lot this trip. Still following that white. They're heading toward the Vally of Boulders. Section is super cool. Just came to a junction, and we are going to take the yellow trail. Cool little pond. So we're at 2.5 miles. We're on this yellow trail. I'm glad it kind of became a fire road for a few minutes, as you can see. The terrain out here is really cool. Some good scenery so far. Nice. We are coming to our first mine. This is the Boston mine. Making our way through these woods. There's lots of up and downs, but it's not too bad so far. It's steep. Whew. Making our way to the bowling rocks. Nice. This tree is cool. We are approaching Bowling Rocks. I'm gonna sit up here and take a break. So we just left the Bowling Rocks section. We had a little snack there, took a little break. We're at about 4.5 miles. Back on the yellow. Still have some ways to go. I think today's going to be roughly around 10 miles, 10 or 11 before we find camp. So we still have a little ways to go, but still early in the day. Great view. That guy, he's a big one. We are making our way to this mine over here. Wow. This is Pine Swamp Mine. It's a super cool mine. Hello. Cool echo. So this is the trail we take to get to the mine. It's just a little side trail off of the yellow near this pond over here. It's not too hard to find. We just got to the end of the yellow. We're going to be heading that way on the red. Alright, we are done with that red. Our first parking lot here. Nice lake. Alright, we are leaving the lunch spot. We're gonna hop on the New York Long Path, the Blue Trail, for a little bit. Have a few more miles until our friend camp and set up for the night. Come to our first road crossing. Hopping back into the woods. Dipping back into the woods. Following that blue. Looks like we're coming to another road crossing. I'm going to be following that blue. Going back into the woods. Going left. across the road. Now we're gonna hop back in the woods. We are heading back on the long path, back in the woods. It's rocky in this section. I just hit 10 miles. I have a few more miles to go until we get to camp. I haven't seen anybody on these trails at all today. Still on the long path. In a little bit, we're going to be making a left on a yellow trail and getting off the long path. Cool little stone, randomly found. This section is nice. The trees are cool. Of course, you can smell it here. It smells really nice too. This historic marker. Flight 6231 crashed here on December 1st, 1974. Super cool bench. And there's some parts of the plane still. Alright, back on the trail we go. Back on the road for a minute, and then we are going to dip back in the woods. There you go. We're still following that yellow. Got camp all set up. There's the hammock and the tarp. Cooking some dinner at the moment. So we did 14 miles today. A little over 6 hours. Let's go down to the pond and hang out until the sun goes down. This would be epic camping if you had a tent. perfect spot down here. I only have a hammock, and there's no spot for a hammock down here. Hey, good morning everyone. I just got up a little bit ago. It is 6 o'clock. I'm gonna start packing up camp, have breakfast, and hit the trails. I have another long day today. Then we'll set up camp later on tonight, and we'll get back to the car tomorrow. Good morning everyone. I just left camp, heading back on the trail. I have a little ways to get to the main trail. I took a side trail last night to camp. And then I have a lot of miles to do again today. Probably around 10. So we're still on the yellow. We're going to take the yellow for a little ways today. This is a nice trail for the morning so far. I know once I cross the road coming up, there's going to be a lot of elevation gain. I just refilled my water. I was super low and I really had no idea when I was gonna get water, so luckily I just found some right before we cross the road up here and start making some climbs. All right, we are coming to a road crossing. Little stream. Doing some road walking for a little bit. I am not complaining. We're heading to West Mountain. We're about to cross the highway and head up that. All right, we are in the woods, and this is steep already. So the trail goes up there. That should be fun. This trail is ruthless so far. You have to go up that. Made it. Shit was scary. It did no justice, but pretty much straight up and down. So that ledge right there was so scary. It's just a huge drop off. I'm glad I'm coming up it and not down. But the view from here is great. And we are still going up. This is definitely the hardest trail I've ever done. Cool little plaque along the trail. And we're going up that. Well, I'm going up that. So we are heading down from that yellow trail. That climb up was insane. I'm glad the walk down the other side isn't as steep as going up was. And I'm glad I went this way instead of reverse, because some of those things that I came up, I don't even know how you would go down them, especially by yourself. I just stopped and I was at the top and had a little snack, and now I'm heading down. Well, we just made our way back down for like 10 minutes, and now we are going back up there. Still following that yellow. We're at the top of the next peak that we just climbed. And I guess we are going down. All right, we just got to the bottom of that. We are on the yellow and the 1779. We're actually gonna hop on the 1779 and just take that. So I decided to stay on the yellow for a little bit longer. We'll head back to the 1779 trail a little bit later. Alright, so we just left the yellow trail and we are back on 1776. And we're going to be taking this for a while. Alright guys, we came to another road crossing. Sorry for all the cars. We're heading that way. Crossing the road again. Alright, we are back in the woods. Now I just gotta find the trail markers. Definitely have the trail mark here. Cool little rock bridge. Somebody's hogging up the trail. Move over, slowpoke. Still on that 1779 trail. A few minor ups and downs, but for the most part, it's kind of like this. It's kind of level, which is nice for a change, since all morning has been up and down, up and down. We just came to an intersection that way, and that way is the Appalachian Trail. We're going to head that way and stay on 1779. So we just hit 20 miles on the trip so far. Still have another full day tomorrow. We're going to camp out tonight. Have a few more miles to go today. I think we're on about 6 so far today. And right now we're just trekking along on that 1779 trail. It's not really scenic, but it's not hard either, and that's a plus. We're coming to another road crossing. Alright, following the road for a minute. Alright, we are crossing the road. Eventually. Alright. Back in the woods we go. Been walking through this construction site for a few minutes. Looks like we're heading back in the woods. Heading on down this little stream crossing. I'm gonna get some water first. Make a little pit stop. I just got done eating lunch and filling up my water. I was on the 1779 trail, and we were gonna head this way on the red. Wow, what a view. Nice lake. Still on that red trail. It's a cool spot. This lake is epic. The views are awesome. Someone out there swimming. Red. Pit stop. So I'm back on the trail. Just took a little break. I found a cool spot to rinse off in the water and just hang out for a minute. So now I'm back on the trail, heading toward camp. Have a few more miles. All right, just got to the end of the red trail. Now we are taking this blue-green color, which is the long path. So we're about to hit a parking lot and then continue on through it. I'm gonna keep staying on the long path for a while. We have another little road section here before we get back into the woods. Alright, following that long path. Back into the woods. Took me forever to cross that highway. And the trail was kind of hard to find once I crossed it, but I'm finally back in the woods and on the move. So we just hit 24 miles, a few more miles till I get to camp. And then tomorrow we'll do some more miles and head back to the car. This place is super cool, lots of stuff to see. Some mines, some lakes, lots of ups and downs, some overlooks. All in all, it's pretty cool. There's definitely a lot of trails I didn't get to that I'll have to come back and check out another time. As for now, let's make our way to camp. Been on this side trail off of the long path for a little bit now, and just came across another mine. This one here is called the Lewis Mine. Let's go check it out. Wow. Creepy. Alright, we are leaving the mine and we are heading to this lake where I'm gonna set up camp for the night. Well, I made it to where I wanted to camp, but I can't find a good spot here. And the road is like right over there, so cars are just driving by constantly. So I'm actually gonna press on a little bit and go to another lake and see if I can find some camping there. Right next to the side of the road. Pretty cool and random. Still trekking along. Just came across two nice guys who gave me a Powerade, which was awesome. I really need it right now, so it was perfect. Not really sure exactly where I'm going. Following the yellow trail, and hopefully I can find somewhere to camp tonight. So we're at 26.63 miles. This is camp for the night. One last look at the lake before we hit the trail. All right, we are back on the trail. Hey, how's it going, guys? So it is day 3. I am making my way back to the car. Right now I'm on a section of the AT heading south. A few miles to go and then we'll be done for the trip. I am beat up. This is definitely the longest amount of miles and days and elevation I've ever done. And my body is definitely feeling it. We just hit 30 miles. Still trekking back to the car. We were on the AT for a little bit and then we branched off and took this red dot trail. Looks like we're coming to a road crossing. We're still on that red dot trail. All right, back in the woods. We made it back to the New York long path. And we're gonna follow this for a while, then hop back on the Appalachian Trail and end up back at the car. A few more miles to go. I hope the trail stays like this. We're coming to another road. I hope to find some water soon. I haven't found any since I left camp, and there wasn't really much there. Dipping back into the woods, following that long path all the way until we get to the Appalachian Trail. Then we'll hit that, back to the car. Got a little lost for a second, couldn't find the trail. Oh, we found it now. Sometimes you just gotta backtrack until you see the markers again. All right, there we go. Cool field. Just came to a junction. We were on the New York Long Path. Now we're going to take the Appalachian Trail back to the car. Sucks the sign for that way is missing. We are back on the Appalachian Trail. We just passed Lemon Squeeze. I did not have to do it because of the direction I was coming and the trail I was on. But I'll definitely come back here someday and hit it. That looks super cool. I think we have about a mile left to the car. And I think there's still one more big climb to come. But I am looking forward to being back because I am exhausted. So I thought we were at the last climb a few minutes ago. But it looks like now we're at the last climb, and this mountain looks massive. It should be a fun, I don't know, mile maybe back to the car. Finally, we are back to the parking lot. Oh my God, what a sight to see. Trip, but I'm glad it's over. Back to the car. Nice. All right, guys, we are back at the car. It was a long 3 days and 2 nights. We did 37.4 miles and climbed over 7,000 feet. It's the most I've ever done. I am exhausted. It was a fun time. If you enjoyed this adventure, hit the subscribe button to find out